Welcome back to another episode of Rock Boys Football. Kirby Smart, the Georgia Bulldogs, land another commitment in the 2025 cycle from four-star wide receiver Tyler Williams from the state of Florida. And at least in my mind, this is one of the more intriguing wide receivers that you see in this 2025 cycle for the sole reason that he's an extremely diverse wide receiver. I mean, in the era of high school recruiting where you see a lot of wide receivers that are kind of one-trick ponies, whether they're just burners vertically down the field, really big physically imposing wide receivers or yards after the catch kind of guys, you look at Tyler Williams and just say there's so many different ways that you can get him involved in this offense and so many different ways that he can win on the offensive side of the football. That's what stands out to me the most about Tyler Williams. And it kind of reminds me of a very similar conversation we had with Taylor committed to Georgia 2 weeks ago. I mean, Kirby Smart is valuing wide receivers that are diverse. It's not hard to get him involved in the offense. I think Tyler Williams, just another one of those kind of wide receivers, really excited to get into the film. Before we do, and as always, just want to say thank you to you guys, to the Georgia fans. It's picking up on the recruiting trail, breaking down a lot of commitments. The amount of support you guys have shown, the Go Dogs, that stuff means the world. Appreciate you guys more than you know. If y'all do enjoy the content, consider subscribing to the channel. And without further ado, let's get into Tyler Williams. And you like the frame, right? 6'1", 205 pounds. I mean, he is a put-together wide receiver, and you see that manifest itself on the football field where, I mean, the body control, the physicality at the catch point, that's certainly all there. But what stands out to me about Tyler Williams is how smooth of an operator he is. I mean, it's whether it's creating separation in his route trees or operating after the catch. You look at Tyler Williams and say, he averaged 22 yards per catch his junior year. That's been a very important aspect of this passing attack for Georgia. You've seen Kirby Smart very clearly covet wide receivers that can create explosive plays, right? Colby Young, London Humphreys in the transfer portal, guys like Tyler Williams in the high school recruiting class. I think Kirby Smart wants wide receivers that can create explosives. Tyler Williams certainly one of those guys, and he can do it in a lot of different ways. He can win vertically down the field, but he can also operate after the catch at a high level. You take a look at the special team background. I mean, 5 kick returns for touchdowns. This is an electric factory with the football in his hands. Really excited to get into the tape. Now, what you see from Tyler Williams, again, just a wide variety of ways that he's winning, right? You see him working in the slot right here, creating separation vertically down the field, tracking the football exceptionally well. I mean, you look at it, he's got to turn 180, find the football again, makes it look easy. That play, you take a look at tracking this football where poorly thrown football, he's got to readjust to it, finds it, makes the catch. I mean, the ball skills are certainly there. You continue to roll through the film and say, let's see what he can do after the catch. I mean, again, 6'1", 205 pounds. He is going to run through a lot of arm tackles that defensive backs are trying to do. And he runs an 11.5 in the 100-meter, which is not necessarily blazing. I'm going to trust what I'm seeing on the film. Like, this kid can absolutely roll when it comes to straight line speed. And then you see what he can do with a contested catch situation. Again, 6'1", 205, goes up, makes the play, physical at the catch point, staying on his feet, creating another explosive play. This kid, you can get involved in so many different ways. You see the background as a special teamer, elite with the football in his hands. Again, the 11.5 in the 100-meter dash, he's got to be running faster than that on this junior year of film. I mean, this dude absolutely rolls when it comes to that straight line speed. Again, more special team action where you just kind of see these special movement skills that Tyler Williams has. He's very, very smooth, gets in and out of his cuts, makes people miss routinely. And again, he's got the long speed to hit those big plays. You see him kind of coming in motion. He's so many different ways. We see him operate as a boundary wide receiver. We see him operate as a slot wide receiver. He can do both at the collegiate level. You roll the film, work in the middle of the field in the red zone. Throwing windows are tight. He's going to have to come up, make kind of a, not necessarily contested catch, but you're going to have to be a big catch target or a big passing target, I guess, in the red zone. Tyler Williams does that. You take a look at this rep, starting him out in the backfield, letting him get to the edge. This is a guy that you can get involved in a lot of different ways, almost like kind of Dylan Bell, right? We're just going to get Dylan Bell involved in a ton of different ways. You see a one-handed catch right here. Ball skills, absolutely there. Really like this route too. I mean, again, clean route runner. He's going to give just a little bit of a shoulder dip, run right by this defensive back, create that separation, track the football, catch in the end zone. I like Tyler Williams a lot. And you take a look at Georgia in this 2025 class. This is the second wide receiver they've taken. Taylor Taylor, Tyler Williams, a nice start to this Georgia class, but we know they're trending for some more wide receivers. They got two really good tight ends already locked up, headlined obviously by Ellis Williams. Georgia's starting to build a really good class. And you look at why Georgia's been so special. It is consistently top 3 classes in the country, but I think more importantly, not only are you bringing in just elite talent to this Georgia program, you are bringing in guys that fit what Georgia wants to do. You look at where the best commits are for this Georgia program. Front 7 defenders and Zayden Walker and Isaiah Gibson. You got 2 of the best tight ends in the country in Ellis Williams and Ethan Barbrett. Kirby Smart knows the position groups and the points of this program that allows them to be national championship contenders every single year. You're seeing the emphasis on getting those high caliber guys from the high school recruiting trail. Really like this pickup in Tyler Williams. Really like what Georgia's doing in the high school recruiting class. We'll cut it there. Appreciate you guys rocking with it. Again, if y'all do enjoy the content, consider subscribing to the channel. Appreciate you guys. We'll talk to y'all later. Peace.